Archangel Michael whispers, if you close this video now, you may regret it forever. I, Michael, speak to you with the seriousness of one who carries a sword of light, for you have ignored all the signs I have placed in your path. I am exhausted from trying to reach you through fragmented dreams, repeated numbers on your clock, and that inexplicable cold that invades your room during the quietest hours of the night. You always think, I'll pay attention later, but later has come to an end. There's only this moment, this exact second, when your destiny will be decided. Your heart races as you hear these words. It is not anxiety. It is your divine essence recognizing that the moment of truth has arrived. For generations, someone in the spiritual realm has been calling your name. Angels begged me to come to you once more. I said no because I was tired and you never really listened. But they cried so hard for your soul that I was moved. Despite your silence, I still believe in your ability to awaken. That is why I am here, risking everything to deliver these sacred words directly to your spirit. Your life has been a roller coaster of hopes and disappointments, of people who arrived promising eternity but left behind only empty memories. You have carried an ancestral pain that is not yours, an emotional weight passed down from generation to generation until it reached your shoulders. There is a secret about your future that should never be revealed, but heaven made an exception because you were chosen before this life, before all the confusion you have experienced. Do you remember that recurring dream? The endless corridor, the locked door, and the voice whispering, it's not time yet. Well, that time has come. It's today. It's now. It's at this very moment, as your hands tremble slightly while holding this device. That's why I said that if you ignore this message, you may cry for the rest of your life. What is approaching is so sacred and perfectly orchestrated by the heavens that losing it would be like tearing a piece of your soul away. You've already missed many signs. Remember the lights that flashed for no apparent reason? Those songs that played exactly when you needed something comforting? The strangers who looked at you with strange familiarity? The birds that landed on your window like silent messengers? They were all me trying to make contact. They were coded messages from the angelic realm. They were me calling your attention. Yet you doubted. You sought logical explanations. You dismissed your own heart. But now there's no room for doubt. Only faith and action are necessary because something extraordinary has been hidden from you for decades. It's a buried truth directly involving your full name, the circumstances of your birth, your family lineage, and an ancient promise made by someone who loved you more than life itself. That person no longer walks the earth, but lives on in the spiritual world, protecting you as ancestors protect their descendants from beyond. Tonight you will sense unusual activity in your home. Do not be afraid. Energy is transforming around you. The angelic world is anchoring itself definitively in your physical space. If you hear a subtle sound, even once, softly say my name and say, Miguel, I am ready to receive. I promise something will instantly change in your reality. But don't ignore this message as you have done with all the others. Before continuing with this revelation, write this mantra in the comments. I receive the light, peace, and protection that are rightfully mine. Doing so will activate a portal of liberation in your life, and what comes next will be revealing. I know exactly what has been happening in your private life. I know about the emotional turmoil, the deep sadness, the energy-draining arguments, and the losses that have left you wondering if it's worth continuing to try. I saw you crying on the floor of your room when no one was looking. I saw you pray desperately and then stop waiting for an answer. My heaven never gave up on you. I haven't given up either. That's why I begged for this last chance to communicate directly with your soul. This is a unique window of opportunity. If you close this video and walk away now, you will feel an inexplicable emptiness and a disturbing silence because this divine conversation was written in your soul contract before you were born. Time is running out fast. I don't want to scare you by saying that something terrible will happen if you ignore this message. It's not a punishment. It's a missed opportunity and a wasted miracle. It's like a visit that never came, a person who almost found you, or a miracle that stopped just before manifesting in your life. This is your moment of ultimate redemption. Don't walk away. Someone is watching you from higher dimensions, desperately whispering, please don't ignore me again. Last night, this person wore luminous clothes on the spiritual plane and stood next to me as I prepared this message for you. She kissed the edge of the scroll where these words were written and shouted your name with such intensity that I had to step away for a moment. I almost didn't return to Earth to deliver this message. but I couldn't bear the thought of you walking through life believing that no one cares about your well-being. So here I am, and here is your divine confirmation. If this message touches your heart in a profound way, stop everything and consciously receive it. It is not a coincidence. Divine synchronicity is operating in real time. Breathe slowly, because what I'm about to reveal will overturn everything you believe about yourself and your life. You are about to receive a proposal from the universe regarding life, love, and your ultimate destiny. The moment you mentally say yes to this message, invisible portals will begin to open around you. You may not see them immediately, but they will open gradually and then all at once, like an avalanche of blessings. But this will only happen if you stay with me until the end of this revelation. If this message touches your heart in any way or resonates with how you're feeling right now, I ask that you show your support by clicking thank you. This is how we can continue to bring words of healing, revelation, and hope to those who need them most. Before continuing, I need you to actively participate in this transmission. Write in the comments, "I am guided, protected, and strengthened by the angels of good." From this point forward, your life experience will never be the same. Stay with me until the end, because before I conclude, I will reveal the name of your guide for the next steps. You will recognize your guide instantly. This name may not sound familiar to your conscious mind, but your soul will recognize it immediately. This will awaken something ancient within you, like a memory too sacred to be clearly remembered, yet too powerful to be completely forgotten. You're not imagining the phenomena occurring around you, the vivid dreams, the repeating numbers, and those moments when time seems to stop while you're deeply moved. You are awakening spiritually and aligning with your true essence. Yes, that is why everything has been more challenging lately. The light always intensifies dramatically before a miracle manifests. The pressure in your chest is your heart expanding to hold more love. The subtle buzzing in your ear is the divine frequency tuning you into higher dimensions. You have never been alone. Never. But I needed you to know this more than ever before, because the next 5 days will be absolutely crucial for your future. 5 days, no more. During this time, you will receive communication from someone you never expected. It may come from a distant friend, a stranger on the street, a song that plays at the right moment, or even a sequence of numbers. Pay close attention, receive it with gratitude, and act according to your intuition. Please don't let it go unnoticed. Not this time. I never asked you to be perfect. Heaven never expected you to walk without emotional scars or to always make the right decisions. But we did expect you to keep your eyes open and see the signs we placed at every turn of your journey. Now they are literally everywhere around you. That strange feeling in your stomach, the person who pops into your thoughts for no apparent reason, and the moments when your phone lights up and you think it's from someone specific, but it's not. These are all clues. They are angelic whispers. They are pieces of the puzzle that is your life. You have been living with a puzzle missing key pieces, and I have come to deliver the last piece. However, I cannot force it into your hands. I can only hold it gently. It is up to you to decide if you want to complete the picture of your existence. Tonight, something sacred will cross the threshold of your home. You may feel it as a gentle chill, a light flickering for no apparent reason, or a sudden stillness in the air. There is no cause for alarm. It is divine alignment happening in real time. I want you to be completely at peace when it occurs. At times like this, I want you to look up, never down. Say my name softly, not out of panic or worry, but with total serenity. Miguel, I am here, just that, and the rest will unfold naturally around you. You have no idea what awaits you in the next chapters of your story. It's not just one isolated miracle. It's a sequence of events synchronized like dominoes in divine time. For this to happen, though, you must say yes to this message I'm delivering. Not tomorrow, not later, but right now, because your destiny is not waiting anymore. It's moving. The entire sky is mobilizing. I am moving, and the gears of the universe are turning in your favor. This only happens if you completely align yourself with the message I am conveying. Angels are guarding you right now, subtly changing the path beneath your feet. Even when you feel lost, you are being guided. The emptiness in your stomach is not fear. It is destiny pushing through the barriers you have built around your light. Destroy those barriers immediately. You no longer need them. Are you absolutely sure? You are chosen now. You are prepared. I can now reveal something to you that was previously impossible to share. You have been protected from dangerous situations 4 times. You didn't know. You thought it was luck or pure chance. It was nothing like that. I was interfering directly. Remember that accident you avoided by seconds, the message you decided not to send at the last minute, and the person who mysteriously disappeared from your life? All of this was angelic protection in action. You thought you had lost something, but I was actually protecting you, not from true love, but from what could have hurt you irreversibly. You carry ancient ancestral energy, and people who aren't aligned with the light feel overshadowed by your presence. That is why they have tried to diminish your brilliance over the years. It was never because of your personal worth. It was because of your latent spiritual power. But that power no longer sleeps. It is awakening and vibrating within you like distant thunder. Can you feel it? Something monumental is about to transform, something gigantic. The truth is, it has already begun. As you read these words, changes are taking place in dimensions beyond the reach of your physical eyes. Conversations about you are happening in places you have never been. Someone with real influence has been spiritually assigned to bless your journey. Yes, assigned. That's how heaven operates. Encounters are scheduled in your timeline, and one of them will happen in the next few hours. Now write in the comments, "The light that guides me is stronger than any darkness." This statement will seal your courage, faith, and complete spiritual rebirth. The signs will be undeniable. You will hear your name spoken in an unusual way. You will notice something you have never seen before, even though it has always been there. You may experience brief interruptions in your sleep. This is not a disturbance, but spiritual activation. Pay close attention. Do not ignore the details. Do not treat it as unimportant. I need you to perform a specific task today. Stand in front of a mirror. Look deeply into your own eyes. Don't do it quickly or with self-criticism. Look with genuine depth. You will see me reflected there. You will see a golden light surrounding your face. I want you to say the following phrase, even if it seems strange at first. I am ready for complete transformation. Say it or whisper it. Allow your essence to absorb these words, because your conscious agreement activates the miracle you are waiting for. This message and these specific words are not passive. They are pulsing, living energy that responds directly to your inner yes. When you offer your genuine agreement, the vibration of your entire future changes instantly. You are not just reading something. You are receiving a direct transmission from the angelic realm in real time. If your heart races or your spirit stirs while reading this message, stop immediately. Take a deep breath and consciously receive. You were meant to find this communication. Heaven orchestrated every click that brought you here. Let me take you deeper into this revelation. There is a memory buried in your childhood that you have completely forgotten. It involved an inexplicable moment of light, an angelic whisper, a prophetic dream, and a feeling you couldn't describe to anyone. That was your first real angelic encounter. You didn't understand what was happening, but it left an indelible mark on you. Since then, you have walked under constant heavenly protection. Even during emotional chaos and the most intense pain, your soul carries more light than you realize. That is why darkness has relentlessly pursued you all these years, trying to extinguish your natural glow. But it has never truly reached you, and it never will. Now, at this very moment, you are definitively aligning yourself with your inner truth. The adversary of your divine purpose trembles with fear. The doubt that has ruled your life for decades is slowly dying. The most authentic version of who you really are is emerging like a butterfly leaving its cocoon. I envision a future where your tears no longer hide on lonely pillows, but instead turn into laughter that fills rooms with pure joy. I see you touching people's lives, not because you strive to do so, but because it happens naturally through your transformed energy. I see people thanking you simply for existing and for not giving up when the whole world seemed to be conspiring against you. Most of all, I see you completely forgiving yourself for everything, for trusting people who didn't deserve it, or wasting precious time, and for ignoring obvious signs. It's okay. You didn't fail at anything. You were learning to truly feel. Now, with your heart completely open, you are ready to receive everything that has always been yours by divine right, but that remained hidden behind fear. That veil of illusion is slowly lifting. Can't you feel it? The air around you is lighter. The constant pressure in your chest is gradually disappearing. It's not your imagination creating fantasies. It's the sky confirming that you are finally aligned with your purpose. Keep moving forward. Don't stop now. The miracle is dangerously close to materializing. If this message touches your heart in any way, please support this channel of light by clicking thank you. Your support strengthens our mission and allows us to continue sharing these messages of love with more people. There's one more fundamental thing I need to tell you. The person who will soon enter your life is different from all those who have come before. They won't run away when you reveal your deepest emotional scars. They will stand by you unconditionally. They will speak words that bring life, not death. Their soul recognizes yours from beyond time and space. They have already seen you in prophetic dreams, and you have seen them too, but you have temporarily forgotten. The reunion is fast approaching, and when it happens, you will instantly remember everything. Not with your rational mind, but with your immortal soul. However, you must be emotionally, spiritually, and energetically prepared for this sacred encounter. You cannot carry old wounds into a new blessing. That is why heaven is healing you through this angelic message. You will notice the transformation immediately. You will breathe differently and speak with new authority. Your energy will repel the wrong people before they even approach your door. This is divine protection in action. It is me at work. It is your spirit reclaiming your original divine truth. Yes, you can experience joy again. You can dream about the future again. You can have genuine hope even if the whole world tells you to give up. Let them laugh at your belief in angels. The next miracle will silence all doubts about you forever. You have been humble for too long, hiding behind your light for years. The time has come to shine without apology. Remember who you were before the disappointments, the rejections, and the closed doors. Write in the comments now, where the light dwells, no shadow remains. This will be your invisible shield against everything that has tried to stop you until now. Take a deep breath, because what comes next will deeply move you. There's something few people know about souls like yours. Some souls come to this planet not only to experience life, but also to awaken others to their true spiritual nature. You are one of those special souls. You've felt it, haven't you? That you're different from others. That when others laugh superficially, you sometimes cry because you feel so deeply. When others sleep peacefully, your soul searches for something greater, someone greater, a meaning that transcends everything this materialistic world has to offer. You were never meant to be like everyone else. You were designed to remember heaven while living on earth. You are a bearer of divine light, and your inner flame is now flashing intensely. Not because it is going out, but because the universe itself is rekindling it. Heaven is reviving your original essence at this very moment. Listen carefully to these next words. This world has tried to distract you with unnecessary chaos. It has tried to convince you that it's too late, that you've missed your opportunities, and that others are ahead of you while you're left behind. But in the eyes of God, you are exactly where you were supposed to be. Divine encounters are never late, and yours is happening right now. This message is like a bell ringing in the spiritual world, announcing she is ready. Yes, you, who have survived far more than anyone else. You, who show strength to others but cry silently when no one is looking. You who pretend to be fine so as not to burden anyone emotionally. I see you completely, and I'm not here to ask you to be strong one more time. I'm here to tell you that you're already victorious. You're not just walking toward a miracle. You are the miracle. Your very existence is evidence of divine mercy at work. Your survival is a sign of a sacred purpose, and heaven wants to show you something extraordinary. However, this will only happen if you let go of what you think you know about your own life. There is something you have been holding on to too tightly. It could be a specific expectation, a painful memory, a person who has left, or a limiting belief about yourself. This is exactly what is preventing your next blessing from manifesting. It wasn't a bad thing. It was just temporary. Now it needs to be released with love and gratitude so that something infinitely better can come. I know you've been betrayed by people you trusted blindly. I know you trusted someone who couldn't handle the intensity of your inner light. I know you've been lied to and abandoned when you needed support the most. But listen to this truth. Nothing that has gone away was better than what is coming to you. You were never truly rejected. You were redirected by the universe itself. You are now being realigned with your original destiny, but this requires absolute faith. Not the faith that whispers, I hope, but the faith that declares, I know, even if you cannot yet see it with your own eyes. This kind of faith opens doors that have been sealed for generations. one of these doors is about to open in your family line. A pattern of silence, shame, or suffering will end with you. Do you understand the profound meaning of this? It means that your children, whether biological or spiritual, will not carry the same burdens that you have carried throughout your life. You have been chosen to break generational chains. People chosen for missions like this often suffer in silence for long periods of time. But I have come to break that silence once and for all. I am here to tell you that it was not your fault and that it was not divine punishment. It was spiritual preparation. You needed to experience deep pain in order to recognize the truth when it finally arrived. The truth has arrived. I am the truth. I am Michael, and I stand between you and everything that has tried to destroy your natural joy, sword of light in hand. They have failed completely. You are still here, breathing, waiting, and believing. Now your joy returns, multiplied. Before continuing, write in the comments, "I am protected by invisible forces working on my behalf." This opens the way for angels to work more intensely in your life. Now, here's something you really need to know. Let me share something sacred with you. There are specific angels assigned to your home right now. One is standing beside your bed, one is guarding your front door, and one is walking beside you as you read this. If you pause for a moment and breathe deeply, you may feel a subtle presence or a gentle tingling sensation surrounding you. It is not your imagination. It is us. It is me. We have been waiting patiently for you to believe again, to hope again, and to declare life over your deepest dreams. Not because everything around you is perfect, but because your faith makes the impossible possible. The impossible is about to become your reality. You will receive unexpected communication. It may come from an unknown number or from someone you haven't seen in a long time. Don't be alarmed by the surprise. It's part of the divine alignment taking place. You may feel nervous, but it will be a sacred kind of nervousness. It is the vibration of an entire timeline shifting in real time. Let go of what you feared you would lose forever with confidence, because what is coming is infinitely greater. The person you thought was the one was actually just a necessary lesson, not your final destination. Someone different is approaching, though, and has already started dreaming about you every night. Yes, even though you've never met in person, because souls meet long before bodies do. Yours has been calling desperately for the sky. Let me proclaim this with all the divine authority I carry. You are not cursed. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being strategically positioned by the universe itself. The apparent delay was angelic protection. The silence was spiritual preparation. The losses were cosmic alignment. The pain was a sacred initiation. Welcome to your true new beginning. If this message touches your heart, please support its delivery by clicking "Thank you." Thanks to gestures like this, we are able to continue bringing messages like this to those who need them most. Your support makes a difference in the light we share here. Do you really believe that heaven forgot about you? It never has. Not even when you spend entire nights awake wondering why nothing made sense. Why people walked away without explanation. Why your heart broke so easily. And why those you loved unconditionally couldn't love you the same way. Listen carefully, precious soul. The love you offered so freely was never meant to be returned in equal measure. It served to open spiritual portals and awaken dormant consciousnesses. You are not unloved. You are overflowing with divine love. That's why other people couldn't sustain you emotionally. They walked away because your presence revealed what they feared facing within themselves. Now, finally, you will meet someone who won't run from your emotional intensity. This person will stay because they were created specifically for your transformative energy. For this union to happen, though, you need to say yes to this message I'm delivering. Not after you think about it or tomorrow after you sleep, but now, because your destiny cannot wait any longer. Things are moving quickly. The entire sky is mobilizing. I am moving, and the gears of time are turning completely in your favor. However, this will only happen if you consciously align yourself with the message I am transmitting directly to your soul. Angels are protecting you right now, subtly changing your reality so that even when you feel lost, you are guided along the right path. The strange emptiness in your stomach is not anxiety. It is destiny pushing through the barriers you have built around your inner light. Tear down those barriers immediately. You no longer need that false protection. Are you absolutely sure? You are officially chosen. You are completely prepared. Now I can reveal something that was previously impossible to share. You have been saved from dangerous situations 5 times. You never knew. You thought it was just luck or pure coincidence. It was nothing like that. I interfered directly in your timeline. Remember that accident you avoided by a few seconds? That message you decided not to send at the last minute? That person who mysteriously disappeared from your life without explanation? All of this was angelic protection in action. You thought you had lost something valuable, but I was actually protecting you from it. Not from true love, but from anything that could cause you irreversible harm. You carry ancient, ancestral energy within your soul, and people who aren't aligned with the light feel overshadowed by your presence. That is why they have tried to diminish your brilliance over the years. This had nothing to do with your personal worth. It had to do with your latent spiritual power awakening. But that power is no longer dormant. It is awakening completely and vibrating within you like thunder announcing a storm of blessings. Can you feel that vibration? Something monumental is about to transform your life. In fact, it has already begun as you absorb every word of this message. Changes are taking place in dimensions that your physical eyes cannot yet perceive. Conversations about you are happening in places you've never been. Someone with real influence has been spiritually assigned to abundantly bless your journey. Yes, officially assigned. This is precisely how heaven operates in special situations. Encounters are scheduled in your life, and one will materialize in the next few hours. Write in the comments, "The presence of angels surrounds and protects me in all ways." This gesture will open the wings of heavenly protection over you completely. Now follow me, because what comes next will deeply touch your soul. I need to reveal something that will change your perspective on everything you have experienced. There is a memory buried deep in your childhood that you have completely forgotten. It involved supernatural light, an angelic whisper you couldn't explain, a dream so real you woke up looking for someone, and an inexplicable feeling of not being alone, even when you were. That was your first conscious angelic encounter. You didn't understand what you were experiencing at the time, but that encounter has marked you forever. Since then, you have walked under absolute heavenly protection. Even during emotional storms and when crossing valleys of intense pain, your soul carries more light than you ever imagined. This is why darkness has pursued you so relentlessly all these years, trying desperately to extinguish your natural glow. Yet it has never truly reached you, nor will it ever. Now, at this sacred moment, you are aligned with your deepest inner truth. The enemy of your divine purpose trembles with fear. The doubt that has ruled your life for decades is slowly dying. The most authentic version of you is emerging like a phoenix from the ashes of everything that tried to destroy you. I see a bright future where your tears no longer hide on lonely pillows, but instead turn into laughter that fills rooms with contagious joy. I see you impacting lives, not because you strive for it, but because it happens naturally through your completely transformed energy. I see people thanking you simply for existing and for not giving up when the whole world seemed to be conspiring against your happiness. Most of all, I see you completely forgiving yourself for everything, for trusting people who didn't deserve your trust, for wasting time on those who weren't worth it, and for ignoring obvious signs. It's okay, dear soul. You didn't fail at anything. You were learning to feel deeply, and now, with your heart completely open, you are ready to receive everything that has always been yours by divine right, but that remained hidden behind layers of fear. That veil of illusion is lifting right now. Can't you feel the difference? The air around you is lighter and purer. The constant pressure in your chest is gradually disappearing. This is not your imagination creating comforting fantasies. It's the heavens confirming that you're finally aligned with your original purpose. The person who will soon enter your life is different from all those who have come before. They won't run away when you reveal your deepest emotional scars. They will stand by you unconditionally. They will speak words that breathe life into your spirit instead of death. Their soul recognizes yours from beyond the confines of linear time. You have seen them in prophetic dreams, and they have seen you too. However, you have temporarily forgotten. The reunion is fast approaching, and when it happens, you will instantly remember everything. It will not be with your rational mind, but with your immortal soul, recognizing your spiritual mate. You are now emotionally, spiritually, and energetically prepared for this sacred encounter. Old wounds have been healed by this angelic message. You will notice the transformation immediately. You will breathe differently and speak with new spiritual authority. Your energy will repel the wrong people before they even approach your door. Yes, you can experience pure joy again. You can dream about the future again. you can have genuine hope even if the whole world tells you to stop believing in miracles. Let them laugh at your faith in angels. The next miracle will silence all doubts about you forever. You have been humble for too long, hiding behind your light for years. The time has come to shine without apologizing to anyone. Remember who you were before the disappointments, rejections, and closed doors. Some souls come to this planet not only to live their own experiences, but also to awaken others to their true spiritual nature. You are one of those souls on a mission. You were never meant to be like everyone else. You were designed to remember heaven while living on earth. You are a bearer of divine light, and your inner flame is being rekindled by the universe itself. Keep shining. Don't stop now. Your miracle isn't just coming. It's happening right now through this message that reached you at the exact moment you needed it most. If this message touched your heart and you feel that finding it was no coincidence, I invite you to join this spiritual family. Subscribe to this channel and you will find more messages like this one made especially for souls like yours who feel deeply and deserve all the light in the universe. In the comments, tell us how this message touched your life. Which part moved you the most, and if you had any spiritual experiences while watching. Your story may be exactly what someone else needs to read today. Together, let's create a chain of light and hope that reaches every heart in need of awakening. Light always wins. You always win. Welcome to your new beginning, dear enlightened soul.